Everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token Channel and Superman Crypto, broadcasting to over 9,500 subscribers. So a big shout out to everybody, wherever you are around the world. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Like I say, probably bring on my third channel soon. They'll put us well over 10,000 subscribers, so that'll be pretty awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, and share. We have been really ramping up the coverage of content here on Hex Token Channel and Superman Crypto. And ramping up the Pulsechain rollout. Pulsechain is just absolutely amazing. What's it, day 69, I think we're on now. And it's only just starting to heat up. And today we're focusing on Pulsechain NFT, Bonanza. It really is starting to heat up in the NFT space. Think of that like the ESC 721s, the PSC 721, the price discovery. And of course, a lot of NFTs launching and NFT marketplaces. So very exciting. That's only going to grow and grow and grow. We've got some big protocols in the NFT space going to be launching, so it's going to be a lot of fun. The other big thing, of course, is that we also have all big DeFis coming as well on Pulsechain in the next 30 to 60 days. In fact, they're going to be on this. Many of them going to be very soon. We're going to be talking about the Coast today. We're going to talk about liquid loans as well today. So two of the top DeFi protocols. We're going to be talking about that too. So stay tuned. And of course, much more. We're going to check out all the markets. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Get in there, folks. All right, let's see who is in the house here. We got Humberto, yo, cheers, Superman and families in sunny Miami. Big shout out to you, Humberto. We got Wookie as well in the house. Look who's first, Jedi Power. Nice to see Wookie here. Very cool. We got Brian as well. What's up, folks? Good to see you, Brian. Check my pulses in the house here. What's up, y'all? Good to see you. Who else is jumping in here as well? We got Harry Williams is in the house. Good to see Harry. Yoo-hoo! Good to see Harry in there. And we got Christian as well. Good to see Christian. We got Archipelago. Hi all. Archipelago's been pretty active on Twitter. Archipelago getting retweeted a lot too. So well done to you, Archipelago, on that. Really spreading the good word. That's really inspirational. So big shout out to you. I have noticed that a lot. Sandy Beach is in the house as well. Good to see Sandy Beach. Also another influencer in the space now. I guess we put Archipelago in the influencer space now with all the retweets. And we've got Sandy Beach in as well. Hello, Hex Token, everybody. Great work. Keep up the great work. And I retweeted, Sandy, I retweeted your latest health update with walking and healthy and some of the music as well. So it's kind of cool. What else there? We got Dan Wednesday, all in Pulsate Yacht Club. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up. We'll be talking about NFT markets first. We've flipped the coin here. DeFi second, NFTs first. So you're not going to have to wait until we get to the NFT section today. We've got DJ in house there. Good morning to you. Welcome to the chat. And a big thank you from Sandy. You're most welcome. We got Fast Abdul as well. Tell me your secrets. Magic Cauldron. That's coming up. Hocus Pocus. We're talking about that. We got Lau as well. Good to see you, Lau. Woohoo! Good to see you as well. I hope you guys are doing well. Well, what time is it? It is 10:36 a.m. in the morning here, Friday, the 21st of July in good old New Zealand. We're at the beginning. We're at the front of the timeline for the world, for the global world. And we're going to be talking about a lot of cool stuff that's coming up. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get into it. All right. We're going to jump over to Hocus Pocus first to kick it off. They have just launched. So they launched yesterday. I did post it on the Discord. If you were on Discord, you would have got access to that within 30 minutes. Within 30 minutes, I posted that. So it was just good timing. But hey, just the way it goes. So Hocus Pocus has launched. Talking about some new NFT marketplace. And of course, that part has not yet launched, but you've got the token actually launched, HOC token. And that has also got DeFi in this, right? There's a big DeFi, pretty innovative DeFi too for Hocus Pocus. So it has got multiple aspects to this project. And they launched on the markets, and it has really flown. So people that saw it early on the Discord, you would have made some pretty mad gains. I'm going to say you would have made some pretty mad gains. I know there's a couple of people that did, like MV. Big shout out. And of course, well done to you. All right, let's get into it. So we got shout out to our community. They have sent us a new Hocus Pocus video, so they're getting some good video stuff there as well. They have indexed all the PRC 721s. And we got magically, we have indexed 127 million other NFTs on Pulsechain network. So they're doing really well. We are working on our marketplace to trade boosters and cauldrons for free. So they have their own gamification in there with boosters and cauldrons, you have to get into the white paper, watch some of their videos to get up to speed on that. It's a bit more nuanced, a bit more detailed than most DeFi projects you're used to. But of course, NFTs on the marketplace will be fairly simple to understand. So yeah, very, very cool. They've obviously indexed all the NFTs from Ethereum that have got forked over to Pulsechain. And of course, you got the things like Bored Ape Yacht Club. And of course, we have our very own now, right? Our Pulse Ape Yacht Club. And of course, that we're going to talk about that in a minute. That is pretty cool. Doodles, of course, got copied over as well. We're going to have a very own version of Doodles as well. So that's going to be pretty cool. Richie, if you haven't seen those, we're going to talk more about that. I think I talked about that briefly yesterday. The Richie NFTs, they're going to be based on Doodles as well. And that's coming to the market also very soon. So it's another NFT collection that will be coming up there. They've got lots of stuff about their DeFi stuff here. And of course, the NFTs there, DGods NFTs collection from Ethereum that's on Pulsechain forked. And of course, 12 hours ago, this was the big news. So 12 hours ago, Hocus Pocus launched on the Pulsechain network. The contract is 48.8E there. That's the contract. And that was pretty cool. So I'm going to post that link. Not only is it in the Discord, but I'm going to post it in the chat there as well. So check that out. There we go. Bam. That is the link there, Hocus Pocus. So definitely check that out. Now, Fast Abdul in the house there with the super sticker. So I think I can pull it up now, actually. New technology in the studio means like previously I couldn't pull this up, but now I can. Hocus Pocus is immutable with locked liquidity. Yeah, well said there, Fast Abdul, and doing really well. So well done. We're going to get the price chart in a minute. But that is very, very cool. Thank you very much for the support as well. And we appreciate the message there. All right, looking good. Have we got KD in the house? I think we have. Hey all, good to see you, KD, one of our 2 community leaders. Big shout out to you. KD does an amazing job for not only Hex Token community, but also Texan Token and others. So big shout out to you. All right, let's jump over here. We're going to have a look at the rest of it. So that was kind of cool there on the Hocus Pocus. And they launched, which was pretty cool. And when the market launched, this is what happened. Let's go find out. So we're looking at the Pulsechain projects. You guys know I have this list of keeping track of all the, I've got 4 main categories that we keep track of: the RH coins, the meme coins, the top PRC20s, and of course the Pulsechain projects that are launching. I keep track of those 4 lists, which is pretty cool. So we're going to look at Hocus Pocus, and this is the one that's launched. And we're going to get rid of the trade value there. And you can see it's done very well indeed. So very cool. When I was talking, when I posted it, it was down here. It was down here when I posted it on Discord. And of course, you would have got that beautiful run up. It ran up all the way up to, what's the top here? All the way up to 505560. So 5,560. So amazing. Currently just profit taking in the moment. But that is down at 503108. So not bad, up 683% on the 24 hours. So cool. Looking really good. Let me just change that to percentages there. Yeah, 683% at the moment is what it is. But it actually got up at the top of here. It got up 1,300%. Wow, that's what you're after in crypto, right? Getting those sort of mad gains in such a short space of time. So very, very cool. So many of the people on my Discord, if you had actually entered down here, you would have got mad gains up to 13x or so. At the moment, it's still up about 7x. So amazing on that one. Very, very cool. So congratulations there. All right. So that is the price. So the price has obviously done stellar. The market cap got over $2 million. It's currently at 1.7 million at the moment. Liquidity at 69,000. There's been 556 makers. Those are unique wallets that have bought or sold this pair since it launched. And that, of course, it only launched 12 hours ago. So it's only half a day already. So mad gains in half a day. How about that? But they do have obviously got their marketplace coming up. And, of course, they've got their DeFi coming up as well. So you need HOC or Hocus Pocus tokens for the DeFi as well. So that's coming up. There's a big, I think, a very successful launch there. Looking good. We've got people like Moon King B Roots and Influence out there. HOC on Pulsechain is smashing it. Could end up being the leader of NFT adoption on Pulsechain. Good branding, great marketing, and if Tony can get up to 15 million market cap, and of course we've seen this get over 2 million, there's no reason this can't either. Branding is better, and the use case is better there. So that's from Moon King B there, an influence in the space. So looking pretty good. As you guys know, I did class Hocus Pocus in our top 4 NFT marketplaces because they've also got this protocol, DeFi protocol with it as well, which is pretty cool. Now, the website is Hocus.finance, and of course, you can get that from the Twitter account that I posted. But they also got their testnet on the market as well. But I suggest you do watch their videos. They do have videos and documents. So you got the document there. You can check out all the details. Document's excellent, by the way. If you haven't checked it out, it's very excellent. And the school there as well should be useful as well. So they have videos online, so you can check those out. Looking forward to them launching their actually protocols now that the token is launched. Looking forward to the protocols as well. And a full indexing of all the PRC 2721 is going to be pretty good. So that is the first project up and running, and it has caused a storm overnight. Look at that chart, looking really good. Obviously, some profit taking in at the moment, but still looking very, very good. And maybe if the influence is right, it can still do a good 6x from here, because that's 2 million to 12 million. We'll be watching this one as it evolves, as the platforms come out. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Let's see if anyone else got involved in that. Let's see if anyone made any comments about that. Looking down the chat there. No, just got moderators there. You got a thunderstorm? Sandy Beach in a thunderstorm right now, so my chat keeps going in and out. Hey, look, the weather's not too hot here either. It's raining outside, and we've had stormy weather, but it's not quite a full-on thunderstorm at this stage. Anyway, Tom Boss says so you can buy or sell NFTs on Hocus Pocus yet? Not yet, Tom Boss. They haven't launched the protocols. They've just launched the tokens so far, but once again, follow them on Twitter. They've got a really good following, 3,000 followers. So that's a good sign of a project that's got some good, community following on there. So definitely follow that, and you can get to the link of the Hocus Pocus there as well. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is a bit of a surprise for most of you possibly, but that is the BeatBox, and of course the NFT marketplace that is under the radar. So we're just starting to have a whole army of marketplaces beginning to launch. So this is up here, very stealth launch. NFT marketplaces under the radar. So this is kind of up early. I'm not sure. Let me know in the chat if you're aware of any other marketplaces, but definitely BeatBox is up as well, getting that front running advantage at the moment. So Christian says, I got Hocus. Nice one there, Christian. Well done for you. All right, so we got BeatBox here. I'm going to post the link to BeatBox in the chat if you want to check it out. Now, remember, with all these NFT marketplaces, with all these NFTs, with any PRC20 that you're not sure of, use a DGN wallet, right? Use a DGN wallet. Limit your risk to your DGN wallet. In other words, a DGN basically taking risk on things that you're not quite sure of, in terms of the non-major protocols. And use a DGN wallet in every case, right? So just remember that when we're looking through all these. Hey, look, most of the projects may be very good, but if it just takes one project not to be so good, and maybe you get a wallet compromise. So don't use your main wallet. Don't use your main bags. Remember, this is very important to learn and use that every time. Don't just let the guard down using a DGN wallet with its own seed phrase or private keys. So very important. Hey, we've got Blobfish King in the house. Good to see you as well. Welcome to the chat. All right, so this is looking really cool. NFT, we're going to have a check this out. And of course, they've added Pulsechain apes, which they've added Pulse Funks and Pulse on Punks on Pulse. So we've talked about a lot of these projects, and that's up and running on the NFT marketplace. Very important. So you've got, what do you got at the moment? You got NFT collections, the early days of these ones starting to launch. And now you've got marketplace where you can trade them as well. So some of the NFT collections also have their own marketplace. But when you get centralized marketplaces where people sort of will go and buy and sell lots of different projects, it adds a lot more users to be able to buy and sell your tokens or your NFTs. So really important there. So that's from BeatBox. Did I post the link? I don't know. Did I post the link there? No, I didn't. I think I was talking there, but I was meant to post the link. All right, so let's post the link in the chat for BeatBox. And bam. So we're thinking that we're in the 721 territory here. So that is the link there to BeatBox marketplace. You can check it out. And let's see here. We're going to have a look here. So we've got some cool stuff there. Update homepage of BeatBox Market. And of course, looking good there. They've added, look at that, looking pretty good. We're going to check it out in a second ourselves. BeatBox there 41 minutes ago. Little birdie told me that BeatBox development servers are reporting 108 MPLS volume in the last 24 hours. It's 108 million pulse volume in the last 24 hours at the moment. So they're just starting to ramp up BeatBox. But look at this. The decentralized and agnostic NFT marketplace on Pulsechain built with love by Heart Labs Win. So that's who built it there. and they have got 81 followers. So not many followers on this. This has been a bit of a stealth launch for this NFT marketplace to get in early, get up first. It's really a race to get up first, isn't it? And so they got 81 followers. So if you want to follow them, you can. And it looks like they're starting to get some Pulse trading going on in there. Pulsechain apes trading out as well. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So that is kind of cool. Now, looking at the website, this is the website for beat.market. And of course, you can get it at the top of the Twitter handle there. I have connected with my Play wallet. This is one of my DGen wallets that we use for the live stream. So remember that. And here we are. So we've got all these different collections here. BeatBox. This is the beta version, decentralized and agnostic, full on-chain. And of course, they've indexed 127 million NFTs. Remember, these all got forked over from Ethereum onto Pulsechain on the 10th of May at 10:36 UTC time. And of course, they're all on here. But we've also got all the new native Pulsechain collections that are also launching, are coming on here too, which is really cool. We've only just begun that, right? That's only very early. Pulse Punks was kind of the first major collection to launch, and so it's really early. So we've got a mixed bag between these. So we've got Pulse Pepes here. We're going to talk about them. We've got Pulse Punks down here, which we've talked about. They sold out first, the old Pulse Punks collection. So they sold out first. Very cool. But we've also got the legacy stuff, the stuff that got forked over from Ethereum. Those are all here too. So you can see them here. And of course, you can actually filter. There's a little filter down the bottom left. And you can actually filter by the ID range, and of course the price range as well, which is pretty cool. You also got a toggle here up here called only listed, and you can click that and it would only bring up the listed NFTs if you want to buy or sell some of these. Maybe you missed out because Pulse Punks have all sold out, right? There were 10,000 and they're all sold out on those. All right. We've talked about Pulse Punks quite a few times. They also have validators, part of their tokenomics. They have validators, and those validators pay their yield into the reward pool for Pulse Punks, which I think is a really nice extra bit. I love that. Where the NFT launch can give back to the people that have bought them, or at least holding them at any point of time. So it's kind of cool on there. Now, obviously, Pulse Punks themselves have their own marketplace and have all the listings, but these here have a couple of the listings showing up so far. Because people have to come onto this platform, right, and they have to list them themselves on here. So that's why there's only 4 listed on here, particular market moment. But of course, going to bring a lot more eyes to the network there. So looking good. So there's other ones here, of course, as well. We got the latest one, of course. We got Pulse Ape Yacht Club. Now we're going to talk about this because this obviously sold out. So let's just jump over to the listing here. This has got everybody's listed. We're going to click only listed at the moment. That's people that have listed on here. And as I understand it, one of the very rare ones just got sold on here, which is pretty cool. So you can buy and sell a Pulse Yacht Clubs. And of course, we're going to go to the website for that. I think we've got the right place here. Not that one. We've got the right one here. Yeah, this one here. So this is here. We are 8 hours ago. Pulse Ape Yacht Club, which is, I guess, one of like the second or third or fourth collection that's out there. Maybe number 2, but it's my favorite so far, honestly. I love the artwork, and of course, it mimics the one on Ethereum, so it's kind of cool. But it's for Pulsechain. We officially minted out. Congratulations to the Ape community. Exciting things are coming. So they've got more things coming for this NFT collection. Stake and Earn Pay AYC soon. So they're going to be launching their own token soon. So you want to get in early on that if you want to get early on that. So they've had a very successful, and I think this is going to be one of the most successful launches. I think Pulse Punks will be. I think Pulse Ape Yacht Club will do very well into the future. And I love the artwork, the art quality, of course, really, really cool. And of course, we do have a Doodle version 1 launching soon too. So they've sold it out. Congratulations. That was, how many was that? That was 5,555, I believe, for the Pulse Ape Yacht Club. Yeah, there we are, 555. So they sold 5,555. The cool thing I liked about this too is that it was much cheaper to launch these. So these one, Pulse Punks were $1 million to launch them. They were the first collection out. To get an NFT, you had to mint with 1 million Pulse. But with Pulse Ape Yacht Club, you only had to mint with 100,000 Pulse. And that was super bullish, right? Because that means you've got so much upside in this, right? So much upside for these Pulse Apes. And they look spectacular. I think they really look really amazing as the old Pulse Ape Yacht Club NFTs. You can see some of them here. So, 8 hours ago, Pulse, the old golden ape was sold. So obviously there's a different in rarity. Rarity does make a big deal for many collections. is how rare one of the NFTs that you got, and you typically get them randomly associated to you, right, when you mint. The golden ape was sold for 5 million Pulse. So remember, they minted it out for 100,000 Pulse, and they've made 5 million there. So what's that, 50x or something? Amazing. Yeah, 50x on the initial 100,000 mint price. This is just the beginning. Grab yourself an ape. So I actually like the idea, if depending on what your tokenomics are for your NFT collection, to launch them at a cheaper Pulse price, because it gives so much more upside to holders if you want to buy and sell. And trading is a big part of the NFTs, right? Grab yourself an ape on BeatBox Market if you don't have one. So obviously collections like this, Pulse Ape Yacht Club doesn't have its own marketplace, not like Pulse Punks did. So they have to go on decentralized marketplaces for NFTs. And of course, BeatBox is up early, right? So looking really good. And you got Pulse Yacht Club there, looking really good. Sold. Other people selling some nice one on that one. So looking really cool. So I might retweet that out actually. Looking very, very cool. So this is the Pulse Apes. I'm going to post the link to this as well in the chat there if you want to check it out, because I think it's looking really, really good. Now, what's my thoughts on these NFTs, right? So is that you're going to get probably, Pulsechain's very early. We're day 69. You're going to get probably maybe 5 or 10 of these collections somewhere in that order will probably do very well over the longer term. Just like you see on Ethereum, how you see maybe the top 5 or 10 typically do very well over time. That doesn't mean that they also have bull market valuations into them. They also have bear market valuations, right? So we've seen the NFT market, on Ethereum get to, it used to be something like $5 billion, is down to like in volume, down to like half a billion dollars in trading volume. So you get this boom and bust in it. So you do have to take that into account. But at least the better ones, at least they hold up in value, right? They hold up generally in value. Maybe they're worth 150 ETH on Ethereum. They're worth 30 ETH now for some of the top NFTs. You're probably going to get a similar cycle in the Pulsechain. But Pulsechain's early, right? And we are in a bear, launching in a bear market, and maybe hopefully we'll pivot to something a bit more bullish. But that's kind of where I see those. So just take that into account as sort of a background where these might be heading. So it's very important to remember that. What else? We've got a few new people jumped in the chat here before we move on. Let me jump back here. We got Wookie says, what does Wookie say? Super was a beatbox boy. No, I didn't beatbox. Not that I remember. This site is nice and clean. Definitely is. Yeah, for the NFT. G'day, Lies. Bloodfish King in the house. Joe Torres. Hey, good to see you, Joey. We've got Francis as well. Hello. Good to see you, Francis. Always a pleasure. And what that Wealth Crown as well. Just brew it, guys. Yeah, just brew it. Hocus Pocus. Yeah. Looking forward to the cauldrons, the DeFi side of Hocus Pocus. It should be a lot of fun. What else there? We've got a couple more people. Pulse Funks. Yeah, Pulse Funks slow to market out. There were about 400,000 Pulse to mint those out. They're still not fully minted. So Pulse Funks are still there. Some people don't like the fact it's just it's just been flipped to the left side, I think it is. So yeah, it's probably that's 2 reasons probably why it's been a bit slower to fully mint out. But I think they're about 60% the way there. So they might get there in the end. We got DJ Paulie Wood in the house as well. Good to see you, DJ. And woohoo, yeah, nice. And hey, Ryan Lopez, woohoo. And Ryan's amazing. I've seen Ryan. Ryan does amazing stuff. Been around, OG, of course, and love his channel. He goes to like Africa and places, just Latin America, just all over the place. Ryan, I love it. Pulse Pepe NFTs look interesting. Yeah, I think they look really kind of cool. Playing on the old Pepe brand, and we're going to talk about that in a second as well. Welcome to that. And Pulse Apes look interesting as well. Yeah, I think Pulse Apes are going to be probably one of the better ones to kick it off. Really is. Tintop's in the house as well. What's up, Hexkins? Good to see you, Tintop. And we've got Sheldon as well. Beatbox to the moon, 100%. Looking really good as well. Christian says, Pulse Ape Yacht Club is coming with staking and any yield. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So some really cool tokenomics are being added to these collections. I think one of the defining features of Pulsechain will be all these revenue sharing, these profit sharings that we get, not only in the PRC 20s. We're going to have all that. That's a defining thing between Ethereum and Pulsechain, is virtually just about all the projects on Pulsechain, not all of them, but virtually all of them, or most of them, let's say most of them have profit sharing, right? Whereas on Ethereum, typically the money all goes to some central agency, some person or group of people. Whereas on Pulsechain, most of the protocols are profit sharing, which is fantastic, right? DeFi, utilities, NFTs really is going to be a big thing that's going to really separate Pulsechain out from Ethereum in particular. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So kind of cool on that one. What else we got there? And of course, the mint was only on the 15th, so minted out super fast. The price was 100,000. I thought they did this very, very well. I love this because it's a 5555 play on the old 55555. It's 100,000 pulse. I thought that was really cool, and the artwork's spectacular. And of course, it's playing on its Ethereum equivalent. But I think they did a really great job on this. So I'm really, giving them a strong shout out for that. And now you can trade them on BeatBox stock market, which is stealth launch of the first NFT market that I'm aware of. So yeah, but we've got lots of NFT markets launching. All the big protocols like Mintra looks amazing. Mintra looks amazing. So we've got that coming up. And obviously Power City, How to Pulse, and Hocus Pocus, of course, coming out with theirs. So and there's a couple other NFT marketplaces as well that looks like they'll be coming through too. So we could have 7 or 8 of them at least. So it's going to be quite a cool thing. First mover advantage, very important. So going to be a lot of fun. They all have different features too. Remember that. So they're not all created equal. So we will see how that plays out. All right. So that's Pulse 8 Yacht Club. And I wanted to talk about the rarity of these, right? So the rarity, this is the rarity here. So if you're wondering what makes them rare, well, we've got fur here. This is the fur that they're wearing. So you can see the different furs. So this one here has got like plain fur, just plain colors. This one's got like leopard fur, I guess. And these ones here have eyes on them and these weird sort of rainbow wiggles. And then you've got the very rare purple. So you got common, uncommon, rare, and very rare. And of course, we just saw one of these golden ones here sell for 5 million, which was a 50x return on that. So amazing on that one. And that's what your rarity is. So I hope that helps you guys. You're wondering what's rare, and you can see them on here on the market at the moment. These are the ones that are listed for sale, and you can see some of the ones that are available at the moment. So it gives you an idea of what is rare. So if we take our little guide, we can see that anything like this with these colors on them with the fur is actually pretty rare. Where did I go there? On the beetroot there. We got that one's pretty rare. This one here is pretty rare. So yeah, not bad there. Some rare fur. You can see all in there. Quite a few rare ones actually on here. It's got at the moment. So yeah, do we have any purple ones? Purple's the most rare. Purple ones here. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. We got any purple ones that's obvious? Just looking through some of these just randomly. Obviously, you can filter by the price range. But yeah, someone look through some of these furs. Can't see. Oh, that one's got purple fur, so that might be quite expensive. This one here in purple, got purple fur out of all those. So it's going to be fun to see this trade. I particularly like the sailor ones. I like the sailor ones. I like the caps actually, the BAYC caps, and the cigarettes, kind of cool. There's lots of cool stuff. I love the 3D glasses. Very, very cool. Now, what I would like to see, I would love to get a golden fur with a halo over. I think that's kind of neat, getting something like that. But anyway, I digress. That is some of the stuff's going on there. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now, the final one we're getting up to is Pepe, Pulsechain Pepe NFT. This is our finest one. And once again, use DGN wallets to interact with any NFT collection or project that you're doing that's outside of your main bags. Don't use your main bag wallets or anything like that. Keep those all tight and locked down. And so just remember that. So this was Pepe here at the moment. They have a 14.2% Pepe reflection as well. So they will take, once you mint your own NFT, the mint price there is 269,420 Pulse. So more expensive than the 8 ones, but cheaper than Pulse Funks and Pulse Punks and some of the others there. But yeah, 269,420 PLS. And of course, they have a 14.2% reflection. So basically what Pulse is going to go on and buy Pepe and then give it back to the holders of the NFT. So it's got a nice little tokenomics in there too. Marketplace upcoming too is coming up as well. So we're going to have a marketplace. Pepe NFT Pulse is going to marketplace. Royalties, bounties, and even more reflections than when minted 500 minted. This is the best NFT opportunity on Pulsechain right now. So they're sort of pushing that out. Now these guys don't have, they're pretty niche and pretty stealthy. Don't have a lot of followers at the moment, but that's when you want to get in early on these things. Only 115 followers so far on this. So it's a Pepe on Pulse. Obviously, we've got Pepe trading on Pulsechain. And of course, I think it's probably going to be the best one in terms of the most likely to price up to the Ethereum Pepe on Ethereum because there's nothing really holding it back to do that. So that is the Pepe on Pulse, and it's pretty early at the moment. So let's jump over to the website as well. So Mint Pepe earn a 14.2% percent reflection on Pepe or royalties in Pepe. So there we are. You get Pepe tokens as well. And I typically think that obviously Pepe is probably going to be the best meme coin on Pulsechain and get priced up, right? Because there's nothing holding it back to do that. It's no protocol team or anything like that. So, and we saw what it did on Ethereum. So it makes a lot of sense. And the price has been holding up pretty well. So here is the website. And of course, you can see where you mint it here on Pulse, Pepe in NFT, pulse.com. And of course, at the moment, let's do a refresh to see how many are on here at the moment that have been minted. And I might connect here with the Play Wallet. Let us. All right. So yeah, that is 3,910 available out of 4,000. So really is minting through there. And of course, 42 mint per transaction allowed. So you can do 42 mints at a time in a transaction. So you just click the plus button. It's going to give you more mints. Remember, once all the mints are gone, all the 4,200 are gone, you won't be able to mint anymore. So you can do it to 42 maximum. Just not too. Obviously, it's 42 times this price, right? So remember, that's going to be millions, right? So 42 is the maximum amount that you can do per transaction. And yeah, sometimes people want to mint one of them. Some people want to mint 25. It just depends up to you, how speculative you are on these things. And of course, this one here has a Pepe reflection on it. Pepe only love Pepe. So Pepe is obviously doing well on the old Pulse chain. So let's go back to the Pepe memes. Let's have a look at the top PRC 20s, and we've got a Pepe down here somewhere. Pepe there, where is that? Yeah, it's got $500,000 in liquidity on Pepe. That's the Pepe chart at the moment. So you're going to get reflections paid in Pepe. And like I say, I do think it's a front runner. Obviously not financial advice, but I do think it's the front runner for parity versus Ethereum over time. So yeah, we'll see. Pepe only love Pepe. Pepe never take Pepe, etc. So lots of cool things in there. Pepe gives 4.2% royalties as well. So you get royalties, you get reflections. Pepe only give Pepe there. So nice stuff there. 4,200 total Pepe. What else there? Yeah, those are all the details. We've talked about all that. Phase 1, the roadmap, Pepe draw, Pepe code, Pepe start minting, 14.2% mint reflection on Pepe. Phase 3, Pepe can claim Pepe, and Pepe royalties 4.2%. So that's coming up as well. The team, apparently it's Jake 8K here, CEO of Pepe Give Pepe Foundation, and Saul Wu here, artist for this as well. And there's some questions here as well. So Pepe NFT, Pepe Pulse Pepe NFT is the first Pepe inspired NFT project on Pulsechain. Pepe believes you should only hodl Pepe. That's the token, of course. All rewards generated for holders will be distributed in Pepe tokens. There's 4,200 max supply of the NFTs. And of course, we talked about all the reflection stuff. How to mint. Public minting is live here now. The Pepe marketplace is live and fully operational with royalty sent in Pepe. So you can get the paid in Pepe as well. So you get the NFT and you get some rewards in Pepe token. How does a Pepe, of course, for every Pepe that is minted, 14.2% of all Pulse that is used to mint this is sent, and that transaction will be used to purchase Pepe on Pulse X. Okay, so you're buying the NFT, but part of your Pulse, 14%, 14.2% is going to buy Pepe on Pulse X. The purchase Pepe is then distributed to all minted Pepe. So if you've minted an NFT, you will get that distributed to you. The earlier you mint your Pepe, the more Pepe you accumulate, right? So the earlier you do it, the more you get. How do royalties work? A 4.2% fee is placed on the marketplace. Once they launch their marketplace, of course, all PLS generated from marketplace fees will be used to buy Pepe on PulseX and distribute to holders through this smart contract, which is a pretty nice little thing there. So I'm liking the little tokenomics innovations on the Pulsechain collections that are launching. So that's kind of cool there. All right, pretty easily done there. That is pretty much it. Let's jump away. I think that's it. I think so. Yeah, so you can check that out. I think I posted the link to that on the chat there. So you can play. Yeah, I did. So you can check all that stuff out there. Let's see who else has jumped in the chat. That's pretty much the end of the NFT section for today. Pulsechain NFT Bonanza has definitely begun. We've had Pulse Punks, now Pulse Apes, Yacht Club sellout. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hocus Pocus launching with their token, and of course, Marketplace and DeFi coming soon. BeatBox launching their stealth launch of the NFT Marketplace, and already got some of the early Pulsechain protocols trading on there, like Pulse Punks, Pulse Funks, and Pulse Ape Yacht Club. And now we've got Pulse Pepe jumping out there too. So these are probably going to be some of the longer lasting names because they're nice and early and they're playing on the big branded themes. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. We've also got Richie coming out. That's going to be playing in the Doodles. I covered that yesterday. And that probably will also be a front runner as well with the old Doodles there. So that should be a lot of fun too. Let me just go check if I still got that up. I think I have. Let me have a look here. Richie, let me just jump into here. Richie's World. Richie's World is what's coming up soon. So that's going to be cool. I might just pull that up quickly while we're here. So let's go have a look at that. Richie's World. This is coming up soon. This is going to be probably one of the big protocols too. So Richie's World is coming up. Welcome to Richie's World, the first Doodle NFTs on Pulsechain. So they are coming very, very soon. So definitely check that out. That's going to be pretty interesting. Playing on the old Doodles that you have on Ethereum are very, very cool. There's also another one, of course, which is going to be Pulse Souls. They're coming up as well. You can see their art's quite different, almost mythological looking art. And so, yeah, those are all coming up soon. So stay tuned. There's more coming for the NFT space. Very, very cool. I'll post that link to Richie's World there. Keep tabs of that too. All right, so that is definitely the end of our NFT update. But that is the link. Let me post that as well. Bam. All right. So that's Richie's World coming up there soon. All right. Let's see who else has jumped in here. We're going to get into the crypto market in a second. We're going to shift from NFTs, PRC 721s now to PRC's 20s and, of course, DeFi. So I hope you guys enjoy that. That's the second half of our live stream. We're at 37 minutes on the hour. Not doing too bad, I don't think. Right, let me jump up the top here. We got to Sheldon there, BeatBox to the moon. Yep. We got Kim in the house. Hey, sir. Hey, good to see you, Kim. Welcome to the chat there. I think you're on, looks very professional. Yeah, it does. It does indeed. I think you might be on my Superman crypto channel there, Kim. Let me jump over there for a second. Yeah, welcome to the chat. Nice. We got CL too from Superman Crypto too. So good to see CL there. Both on Superman Crypto. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've got Pedro as well. Good to see you, Pedro. BeatBox. I like it. Christian says Pulsechain is taking over. So if you ain't down with the RH ecosystem, move out and get out of the way. Yeah, Pulsechain's coming. That's for sure. Who else there? Decimated is here as well. Hello, all. Good to see you. And Dan says Pulse Apes easy 1,000 next year. I really like the fact that they did, the lower end, 100,000 Pulse. I think that's going to be proved very, very good for the tokenomics, and the artwork, of course, top notch. Really is cool. Let me just get some of these. Let me jump through some of those comments. We got Subanel as well. Cheers from BeatBox team. Awesome space. I appreciate that. Thanks very much. Great to have the BeatBox team in the house. DGN as well. Superman, thanks for always being here. I listened to you at my second night job to stay sane. Hey, thanks, DGN. Appreciate that. All right, so we've got Halgo as well. Good to see you, Halgo, in the house. And we talked about Halgo the other day. Halgo has done amazing. We'll probably cover their token in a minute. So we'll get there in a second. Halgo says, why talk about frogs when goats? Yeah. Halgo's theme icon there is goats, so it's pretty funny. Let me jump through some of those too. Yeah, cool. All right, let's get into it. All right, Kim, I'll talk to you on another live stream for that one. All right, so here we got BTC at the moment. We've got 29,794. So we're just slipping back and forth over 30K, the old Bitcoin. Yeah, so hopefully it will make up its mind. We want to get a mini bull market on, but we're not going to get it while it's doing this, right? So stay cautious there. We've got the Fed meeting coming up in a few days as well. So it's not far away, 5 days, I think, something away for the Fed meeting. So let's see what happens here. Ethereum at the moment is holding up though, $1,891. We're up 1/3%, so it's not too bad. Our star performer XLM yesterday was still doing. Let me just. I've accidentally clicked on the wrong button there. Our star performer XLM is still doing up pretty decent. XRP and XLM, right? So Stellar with the payment cross-border payment systems, and of course the court case front foot that have done pretty well out of that news about the XRP not being security, at least for the time being. So positive for that. Problem I have with these two protocols, of course, from memory, is that they can both just keep minting and minting tokens and dumping on the users' heads. So yeah, particularly because they do this. So yeah, not my favorite protocols. Hey, but markets, pricing in that bullishness. Link is up at the moment. Link is doing pretty well, up 20%. Not sure what news is around there at the moment, but it's also up on Pulsechain. So no surprises there. So cool. Let's move over to Pulsechain and see how the Pulsechain is going. We are on the end of day 69. We're about to start day 70 on Pulsechain. Can you believe it? Day 70 is about to come up. It's insane. And of course, day 69 at the moment. Early days still, right? So remember, Ethereum didn't really start to pick up until day 88. So we've still got another 18, 19 days up our sleeve. But hey, look, we've got all the big DeFi protocols coming, all the big NFT marketplaces coming, and it's going to be a lot of fun in the next 30 or 60 days. The biggest stuff is coming over that period of time. And then hopefully in month 5 or 6, if not before, we'll start getting some of the big delegation protocols forked over to Pulsechain as well. And then we'll have everything. Within 6 months, we'll have everything that Ethereum has over on Pulsechain pretty much. We'll have the stuff that's valuable in any case. So looking forward to it. But we've got so much innovation happening on Pulsechain too. So let's not, we're going to talk more about innovation in another live stream, but lots of cool things happening on Pulsechain. Now, the price here, 000109, we're up 1.57% today, 9% above sacrifice price. So still early days. Dollar cost averaging is the play. We got the Pulsex there is at 000341. That is up 2.76%. So it's actually beating out Pulsechain at the moment. And of course, that is well below the sacrifice price, only 34% of the sacrifice price. One Pulse at the moment will get you 3.2 Pulse X. So Pulse is definitely in the strong seat there. So we'll see whether that changes in the future. I suggest it probably will, and that will get squeezed back. Pulse X will get squeezed back up there. But at the moment, 1 to 3 is where it's at. The burn at the moment, 254 billion burned on the old Pulsex. I think that's stuck. I think there might be something wrong with the APIs with these burn data. Something's not quite right with these because we were pretty much sitting on that yesterday. So yeah, not quite sure if this is updating properly. Maybe someone should talk to the dev. I don't know who the dev is, but they can talk to the dev and see whether that's updating. We're at 1.22% of the supply is burned at the moment. So that's ticking away pretty nicely. So that is Pulsex. Moving to incentive token. Incentive token is down 0.5% at $7.04, but the ratio is at 64,769 pulse per incentive. And of course, that's just still down a little bit too from the looks of it. There is total now 5.9 million incentive tokens in the market altogether. So, and 4 million of them are in the incentive pool, the liquidity pool, which is actually up from yesterday as well. So those are those ones that are leading there. So let's have a quick look at those charts. So that is Pulsechain, just still riding up here, still looking bullish in my view. So we're still on the upside. So let's have a look at what 88 days would be. That would get us to the 13th of August. The 12th of August there. Let's see how we get on with this price chart. Looking good for it at the moment. A nice little breakout to the upside. Pulsex at the moment is ticking away there. Just down as well, weak versus Pulsechain. You can see it in the chart. That is Pulsex. But there's just sitting in here is huge upside for Pulsex. Look at that. I mean, it's quite massive. 192% sitting in there just to get back to sacrifice price. That's just a matter of patience in my view. Obviously not financial advice, but just sitting there at the moment. And of course, the incentive ratio, you can see it's been down. We did have some whales come in and try and pop it up here, probably on anticipation of single-sided staking pools, which we're expecting still to come along there by Richard. But at the moment, that's just waning. Obviously, no single-sided staking pool or SSS at the moment. At least last time I checked, which I think was today or yesterday, can't remember now. But that is pretty much it on those. Moving back to the Hex, of course. Hex is still doing pretty well. Hex on Pulsechain is at 2.18 cents. And of course, 1 Hex equals 201 Pulse at the moment. And 1 P Hex equals a 2.21 E Hex at the moment. So that ratio is still in play. E Hex at the moment is at pretty much 1 cent. I'm going to round it up slightly. It's not worth talking about. So it's pretty much at 1 cent. And the total price of combined price of Hex is at 3.16 cents, which is actually not too bad. That's not too bad. But will we get to the 4.5 cents? Will we get to anything higher than that? We will see. 3.6 is the next target, then 4.5. We'll see how we get on. And of course, we've got the Heist Stakes coming, right? So the Heist Stakes is coming, and it's coming closer and closer and closer. You can see it on the chart. Look, I've even got it written on there. The highest stakes premier in Miami, of all places. We know Humberto in the chat is in Miami, so that's pretty cool. Looking good. So we're not too far away from that as well. So let's have a look here. We're only 14 days, 2 weeks away. Woohoo! For the highest stakes premier, which is pretty awesome, right? That's pretty awesome. That's coming soon, soon, soon. So if you haven't seen it, we're going to play that now and enjoy. I'll be back in about 90 seconds. Take care.
Is Richard Hart. Genius.
Legendary.
Arrogant, bit of a narcissist.
The benevolent king.
$250,000. Hate me. I'm farther than you'll ever be in your whole life. Whatever the governments have been doing, it's not worked out. You've never had worse interest rates. Your money has never been worth less. And the only thing that's making it better is cryptocurrency.
Crypto is money without governments, and it is money without banks.
You're not going to meet another product like this as long as you live. Yes, every scammer in the world is going to tell you something similar.
Good morning, everyone. Are you ready to look for some fraud this morning?
They are promising 40% annual return.
Everything I have worked for is staked in Hex.
Good.
I put it all in.
All what?
All of our house money.
No, I don't think that it's a scam. Because I trust Richard Hart.
If ultimately this is all a big performance art project, people are gonna get fucked.
So that
You're
means
lucky it works at all.
I should trust you.
Listen, I think you should trust me, but if you get into the habit of trusting people like me, you get the crap scammed out of you.
All right, so that was the highest stakes 90-second teaser. Really, really cool. Looking forward to that. 2 weeks away, folks. It's going to be a lot of fun for that. So cool. Let's bring it back. And yeah, 2 weeks away to go for that. And hopefully we'll sell out all the movie theaters. Looks like they're selling out pretty well. And there's going to be hosts at the movie theaters as well across the United States with, was it the Regent one there? Or Regal? Was it Regal? Regent, I think it is. So looking forward to that. All right, so that is PHEX at the moment. Looking pretty good there at 2.17 cents there. And will we get a nice little rally up to maybe 3.6 again, get back to the top here, and then a chance to go even higher, get back up into maybe this 4.6 cent mark at the top of the move. So maybe up here, always possible. We will see. We need some green candles like that, but still looking good here. Now, the EHEX at the moment, this is the Bridgeton Hex on Pulsechain. Bridgeton from Ethereum, that is currently at 00979, but I think the Hex actually on the Ether side is even slightly higher, so that's looking good over there. In fact, I think we can pull that up. Let me pull that up here as well. Let's go to Ethereum and pull up the Hex actually on there. Yeah, it's closer to 1 cent mark on there. So this is actually the Hex on Ethereum rather than the bridged-in version. There is a bit of a difference. Maybe the bridge value is the difference. You can decide for yourself. But at the moment, that is where we are there at 0098700. So not too bad there at the moment. Looking good. All right, riding above too the 20 EMA at the moment, the blue line. So hopefully we'll stay up there and go head on up. All right, the combined value of those two. So looking at the combined value at the moment, looking a bit better. We're currently at 3.181 cents. Now, this view of the combined prices, EHEX and PX together, is on investx.io. And of course, we had investx, a founder here about 5 days ago or so. Investx.io, if you want to check it out, is absolutely amazing, a work platform. So it looks pretty good. That is the combined price. If you want that, it's pretty easy to do. As well. So you just have to go to the homepage from investx.io and you will see at the top, here that there's a Hex combined chart, and you just have to click on that and that will bring up the workplace. Look at this thing. Does this look cool? This interface looks spectacular. I really do like it. And look at that. And you just have full chart there and you get the chart that I was showing, which is pretty cool. And looks like Hex is trying to move up there at the moment. Bring it on. Go on, Hex. Love that. All right, so that is Hex, folks. But we do have some news around liquid loans. So we're going to play liquid loans. Order of deployment before liquid loans launch. Yes, please. This is the biggest sacrifice price project, over $50 million It is a fork of Liquidity, one of the top protocols on Pulsechain, on Ethereum, I should say. And of course, we're looking forward to them launching a suite of products. And so we're going to hear from Crypto Crazy, the CEO of Liquid Loans, the biggest protocol to launch after Pulsex. So let's hear from the CEO.
Deployment for us will always be Gnosis Safe first, because that's the multi-sig that we'll be needing for Liquid Loans. So that has to be deployed, and we're expecting that, we'll be in a position to deploy that very soon. The next thing that usually follows after that will be Fetch, right? So we need to have the Oracle up and running. And so the expectation is that the Oracle will then be launched. And then as soon as the Oracle's launched and we're comfortable that's working correctly, then we'll be launching Liquid Loans. So from that point of view, please try all of these tools that we're making available, and the success of the audits will determine the timing of when we can release Liquid Loans.
So super bullish there. Liquid Loans, the biggest DeFi protocol to launch. And of course, they're going to have, as he said, multi-sig, Fetch oracles, and of course, Liquid Loans, a fork of Liquidity. Now, that's going to be huge for Pulsechain. Obviously, we're going to have the Liquid Loans is going to collateralize Pulse. It's also going to be a major supply sink for Pulse, getting supply off the market. And as you guys know, we hit over $1 trillion in sunk supply between burning and validator staking on Pulse, which was amazing. And of course, getting Liquid Loans to collateralize Pulse means that people will put their Pulse on Liquid Loans, and they will supply sink that there. They'll issue themselves some stable coin, USDL, which will be one of our first, probably our first two stable coins. It's a bit of still a battle, I think, between Coast and Liquid Loans, but probably Coast is probably etching out here. We're going to give the update about Coast stablecoin CST, which is going to be a fiat-backed one rather than a collateralized one. So yeah, pretty cool. So we'll have PLS collateralization, USDL stablecoin, and of course leverage lending, meaning that you can go buy more of the other assets and push the price up. So you're reducing supply and pushing the price up. It's kind of cool, right? It's kind of like a quasi buy and burn in some ways, not exactly, but same idea. That you are getting rid of some of the supply and buying up more of the supply that's left, and then getting rid of that too. So it's kind of cool from that point of view. And we're also going to have the Power City Earn protocol is going to do this for Pulsex as well. So that's coming up as well, and that's super bullish. So leverage lending is coming in the next 30 to 60 days on a huge scale, and that is apart from Richard Hart's playbook, that is what's going to push up asset prices aggressively on the Pulsechain over time. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and a lot of that should happen pretty early. So looking good. All right, that is Liquid Loans. So let's move on to the Coast update. And of course, Coast here, Archipelago has summarized this very nicely. Archipelago says launching in 1 to 2 weeks here on the Coast. Coast even retweeted Archipelago, so well done, Archipelago there. Launching in 1 to 2 weeks. Coast, the premier non-custodial fiat on and off ramp on Pulsechain. Remember, that's a critical part of Richard Hart's vertical integration vision. And of course, Coast is bringing that premier non-custodial fiat on and off ramp. So this is important for Pulsechain, right? Being able to pretty much just go straight in and out from fiat into Pulsechain, not having to go via Ethereum, not having to go via centralized exchanges to Ethereum or some third-party protocol and into Pulsechain. None of those steps are needed. Sometimes up to 7 or 8 steps, depending on which way you're going, is needed. Best maybe 3 or 4 steps. You'll be able to do it. Basically one step to from your fiat to the old Pulsechain. So this is a game changer. Not only that, but they're also going to bring a stable coin with it, CST, which will be fiat back. So really, really cool. We've got the 2 forks of Liquidity, Power City and Liquid Loans with a stable coin, but now we're going to have a fiat back one as well. So we've got the 2 best models of stable coins coming to Pulsechain, which is amazing, and they will be huge liquidity pools on the Pulsechain too. It's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, very cool. Stable coins, they're going to have the USA, Australia, Canada, and the UK. So 4 markets expected to launch as well. So that's kind of cool. But they are going to be spreading it around the world. 168 countries in total will be supported. So that's a good chance that your country will be included in that. 168 countries in total will be supported. Amazing. They will be across all the continents, no doubt, and looking forward to it. So yeah, bring it on. Africa, Asia, Latin America, Europe, Australasia. I don't know. Are we going to get Scott Base in Antarctica? I don't know. It could be huge with this. So very nice. Now, here's the other cool thing, of course. They're going to have expanded utility of the weight token. And, of course, you guys have seen the weight token has actually been rocketing on the news. So up, and away is the old weight token. We're going to have a quick check of that in a second. Let's have a look. So this is the weight token chart at the moment. Look at this thing go. This thing has really rocketed. We talked about this way back here, remember? So hopefully many of you have managed to benefit from this since we talk about this. And up here, look at this. It actually got over yesterday. It got to 10.001067. So that's 1/10 of a penny yesterday, back towards its high time. And of course, at the moment, it's looking pretty good too, 0.0095. So almost back to 1/10 of a penny here on the old weight token. This is the Coast token. And of course, if you hold that, there's going to be different tokenomics. But essentially, one of the main benefits is that you will get a discount on the fees on the Coast Fiat on-ramp, off-ramp, which is going to be pretty cool. And of course, maybe the stablecoin issuance as well for CSD, which is their stablecoin. And of course, this is cool news as well. Oh, and eventually a debit card will be available. This is wonderful news, wonderful news. So a debit card, get out of here. So that's going to be really, really important to have a debit card where you can just go up to, I don't know, maybe you just can go up to your local store and use your debit card and turn your crypto into fiat or fiat, something like that. That's going to be pretty neat. So using it in the real world, it's going to be awesome. So we'll see what that all enables, but looking really good with the old debit card. So exciting times for the old Pulsechain ecosystem. Really is cool. It is a game changer debit card. So loving that. So from the Coast team. All right, we've got a couple of comments about this. So we're going to get into that. Let me get up to the comments. We've got a couple more comments in here. Let me go scroll back up here. Let me get back up here. Man, there's a few more comments than I thought, so I've got to go way back up here. Where do I go up to? Agent Hex. We've got Agent Hex in the house. Brian, control hedgehog. Toxic hedgehogs getting out of control. Where else do we got here? Agent Hex as well. Hi, everybody. Good to see Agent Hex. Jump through some of that. Just trying to get up to the top here. Regal, yeah, it's the movie there. Yeah, thanks for that. I knew it was Regal or Regent. Don't know why Regent came to me, but it did. Katie says, Richard Hart is growing on me now after the trailer, says Katie. Nice one. Agent Hex says, beautiful chart still so early. Indeed, we are. Jump through here. Scrolling down, scrolling up. Yeah, Brian's got his work cut out because he's on two YouTube channels at the moment because we're multicasting. So yeah, he's busy. Berto says, if you want to understand Coast, look at Corey Costa's stream today with the Coasts. We've got Crypto Class in the house as well. Morning, good to see you, Crypto Class. Welcome to the chat there. Another influencer in the space. Good to see you. Brian says, debit card game changer. Absolutely is a game changer. Really, really cool. Very neat indeed. All right, let's jump away, folks. That is the big news from Liquid Loans and Coast, all coming very closely, the top tier DeFis. So things are really heating up on Pulsechain, and you guys are all here early. How about that? I don't know how you did it, but you did it. Let's have a quick look through the top coins. We're going to look at top PRC20s, and obviously we've got Link at the top there with the news. So Link is doing well on Ethereum. We saw that on Ethereum. Link is doing well. You can see up there, 20%. So there must be some news. I'm not sure what it is, but it's definitely doing well there. And we also got Link doing well on the old Pulsechain. There's not a lot of liquidity. Remember, it's very thin liquidity on the Link token. It's only like 8K. It's nothing to talk to people at home about, but it's certainly up. We got Uniswap is up as well, 6%. SHIB, which is one of my other favorites besides Pepe. SHIB is up 4% at the moment, so that's kind of doing not too bad. It's got decent liquidity as well. Still got the uptrend in the channel, so that's going not too bad for SHIB. So kind of cool. Let me, where did I get Brian's comment? I left it up there accidentally. So that's kind of cool. And those are the kind of the leaders at the moment in the polls there. Everything else is down. Pepe, Aave, everything else, all the other top PRC20s down at the moment. So that's pretty much it. Looking at the meme coins, and of course, we talked about top DeFi is coming, but 9-inch DEX is coming. and that's going to cause a lot of fuss. And we've already got Daytona Finance out there. We've got P-Hux out there. We've got Pulse Rate. Got to be careful with that. Pulse Rate coming out. They're already out. Pulse Rate. So we've got some big liquidity protocols that can earn really amazing returns. But we also got a 9-inch DEX coming out soon, which is going to be pretty interesting as well. They've got a very interesting launch phase over 4 or 5 days, so it's going to be fun. But in any case, they're going to have 4 main tokens. They're going to have Pulse Dodge, Paul Pleb. The 2 meme coins are going to have support with liquidity pools, and it could be the quiet before the storm. People seem to be ignoring those at the moment, so it's kind of hilarious to see that. But then there's also going to be the 9-inch coin, which is the sacrifice one. It's going to be the main token for 9-inch, and of course the incentive token there is going to be called the BBC token, and that's also going to be a big deal. So we're going to probably see all those 4 do pretty well because they're all part of the same teams that are launching 9-inch DEX. So it's going to be fun. There are more DEXs coming as well. So we're going to have a lot of DEXs on Pulsechain, as you do see on Ethereum and others. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But I think a lot of ours are designed way better. And, you know, you're building off the buy and burn, right? Richard Hart's PulseX with the buy and burn. Ethereum doesn't really have that with the DEXs. So it's going to be superior. Once again, the DEXs will be superior, generally speaking, on Pulsechain. We get to do it better, right? Because it's a new chain, we get to launch better protocols, better with better incentives, better buy and burns, and better profit sharing. That's what you're going to see. Those themes are going to run through all the tokenomics. It really is cool and through Pulsechain. So anyway, these prices are down a couple % at the moment, but still, we're waiting. It's quiet before the storm on these as well. That includes Ben from BitBoy is down about 12% as well, and Dodge from Jeff Gadakis is down 15% there at the moment. All right, that leaves us to finally to the Pulsechain projects. And obviously the best performer of the day is Hocus Pocus, followed by Weight Token from Coast, all the news there. And we've also got Fiat is up 8% there as well. Fiat, of course, is going to be launching their fork of Aave, so it's going to be a big deal. And then this is expected before the end of July. I think there's a Twitter space on with Buck coming up later today. And, of course, then we're expecting the famous fork of GMX, the big margin trading platform, to be launching in August. So they just keep coming. The big DeFi protocols, everything that's big on Ethereum is going to be forked over by Liquid Loans, Power City, and the PH ecosystem or universe. They bring all those big protocols as well, Balancer, GMX, and Aave. So they're all coming here, folks, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And that all means leverage too. Leverage, right? Leverage, and profit sharing. It just keeps going on and on. It's all the good stuff. And, of course, we've also got Beetroot out there doing pretty well as well. I think Beetroot is kind of underpriced at the moment with all the innovations it's doing in the privacy space on Pulsechain and, of course, swapping and mixes and all sorts of stuff like that. So Beetroot looks underpriced to me at the moment, just ticking away there, and it's pretty funny. But it's kind of like Paul Pleb, Pulse Dodge, and Beetroot seem to be the ones with a lot of big, bright future, but they're being underpriced at the moment, in my view, but not financial advice, as you guys know. All right, that's enough of that. That's pretty much it on those. We'll tick away from there. We've got the Hex daily stats. We're up to 1 hour and 3 minutes on the live stream. We've got this day's stats out, hopefully. Yeah, day 1326 for Hex on Pulsechain. So Hex on Ethereum, the 20th of July. We got the price there just under a penny, 0.0986 cents, up 4.3%. So 2 up days on an ETH chain there for Hex. We've got the payout per T-share, 6.54 Hex per T-share. We've got a dot day for the share rate. The average mine length still around 7 years. The APY for all the T-share holders is at 38.66%. Liquidity, Hex has gone down, about 20 million less Hex available for sale, and the dollars have gone up. They're about 4,000, and ETH has gone up about 30 ETH there in the pool. That's good. It's the direction we want to see it, right? The ownership pool in Hex is down 1,465. We've got 9,960,000 T-shares on the ETH chain at the moment. Moving to the lock percentage of coins, 9.43% of Hex is locked on the Ethereum chain. We've got 320,000 in Hex penalties today. And, of course, the liquid holders there up dramatic. That's amazing. Am I seeing what I'm seeing? That is incredible. Okay. Wow. Okay, we'll take that. We're up 106 liquid holders on the Hex on the ETH chain. That's tremendous. Okay, great. And we're up 10 miners as well. We are getting this trend reversal, and it's starting to confirm more, right? Apart from this one blip of negative 210. I don't know what that was from, but we've got actually increases in liquid holders and miners. So that's positive for Hex on each ETH chain, or EHEX as we call it. 120,366. This is what, Hex Classic, Hex Genesis, whatever you're going to call it, the original Hex. And here we are doing pretty well, up 150 holders to 577,000. So that is Hex on day 1326. Hex on Pulsechain, of course, day 69. Yeah, day 69 is 20th of July. We got the price at 2.179 cents. That's up to 3.9% as well. So pretty similar to eHex, as old PHex. But the payouts have been tremendous on a Pulsechain. For Hex, it's 6.836 X per T-share. Amazing payouts on the old Pulsechain here. Dot day on the share rate, just under 7 years on the average mining length, but the APY with the penalties today, 40%. Just like in the video, the teasing video for the highest of stakes, 40%, and that's pretty cool. The ownership pool up 2,000 T-shares, sitting at 9,928,000. So what's it, about 26,000 more T-shares on the Pulsechain, something like that. And the percentage of locked coins, 9.5% of all Hex is locked on Pulsechain, but the penalties just keep coming on Pulsechain. What is going on over on Pulsechain? Is it because there's so many other distractions on Pulsechain? Is that what's going on? It's unbelievable, the penalties on Pulsechain the last 10 days. We used to see this on the ETH chain, remember? The ETH chain, sell my eHex to get my PHex or to get some farming or something, whatever the other yield chasing thing was. But at the moment, we've got all these massive penalties on the Pulsechain. So interesting happening there. Holders up 1111, 77 liquid holders on the old Pulsechain, but Hex has down 13 miners today, down 13 miners on the old Pulsechain, where it's 122,882. So I think there's something like 2,500 more miners on the old Pulsechain, up 226 holders to 572,942. That is Hex on Pulsechain, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed that update. We're now on day 1,327 for eHex and a day 70 for PHex or Hex on Pulsechain. How about that? It's kind of cool. I do like eHex and PHex. Much easier to say, I must say. A lot easier. But that's pretty much it, the results on there. Let's jump over to the Pulsechain price. At the moment, we're at 0.001084. PulseX at the moment is at 0.00034, and incentive ratio is 64,785 pulse per incentive. Hex on PHex is currently at 2.173 cents, and eHex at the moment is at 1 cent. Just like I said, like it, eHex, go, 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 you good thing. It is very cool. Hex.com, folks, check it out in the video description. It really is a cool place. And let's look at the combined chart of Hex. Look at that. Yeah, let's go. Highest of stakes is coming up. We can do it. Lots of fun happening in the old Pulsechain community. Very cool. We got NFT bonanzas. We got DeFi bonanzas coming up. The next 30 to 60 days is absolutely going to be lit for Pulsechain. No other blockchain on the planet has what we have launching. The big upside potentials are huge on Pulsechain. No one else has it. It is going to be absolutely mega awesome. I hope you guys enjoy it. You guys are all here early. Damn it. Damn it, you're here early. All right. Let's jump over to some of this. We got some other comments. Crypto K says, great work, Hex Token. Keep us updated. You're welcome, and great to see you in the chat as well. Keep up doing the good stuff you've been doing, Crypto Class. Keep up the good work. And Sandy, you were missed this morning on the What the Hex. Sandy, where were you? Probably on a walk, actually. Oh, no, Sandy says, I was there. Let me jump through some of these comments. We've got other people in house. Jump through all those. Remember, this is a no drama channel, so we don't talk about drama stuff on Twitter or anything like that. Just remember that. We just keep to the crypto and the community. That's what we like to do as well. So just remember that if you're in the chat there and you're new. Brennan in the house there. Good to see Brennan and Detached Soul as well. Yo. Good to see Detached Soul and Wookie as well. This is a family channel. Right, it is. And it's a no drama channel, which is probably even just as important there. We are early and front run the crowd, says Brennan. Absolutely, we are. All right, we're up to here. I think we're almost going to wrap up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Now in 9 minutes, that's pretty much it for the live stream. If you want to continue the conversation, if you're jump into our Hex Token Discord, and of course, to get in there, we've got audio chats and text chats, plus all the links to all your favorite sites. Is a great place to be. The best community in the Pulsechain Hex community for sure. We really do support each other there as well on this awesome journey. Lies Beneath putting all the alpha down there. Freedom channel, family channel, no drama channel. And of course, here is the Discord link if you want to join us there as well. Sandy Beach says, thank you, Hex Token. Great stream. As always, you're welcome. All right, let's wrap up here. I will catch you guys all tomorrow, and I'll play out the upcoming highest and stakes promo as well before we exit. Take care, everybody. Peace out and enjoy yourself. And remember, get out and walk. Keep yourself healthy. Play around with your friends and family. Share time. It's all good. People in the hood. How about that? I mixed all that up quite nicely. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.
Is Richard Hart. Genius.
Legendary.
Arrogant. Bit of a narcissist.
The benevolent king.
$250,000. Hate me. I'm farther than you'll ever be in your whole life. Whatever the governments have been doing, it's not worked out. You've never had worse interest rates. Your money has never been worth less. And the only thing that's making it better is cryptocurrency.
Crypto is money without governments, and it is money without banks.
You're not going to meet another product like this as long as you live. Yes, every scammer in the world is going to tell you something similar.
Good morning, everyone. Are you ready to look for some fraud this morning?
They are promising 40% annual return.
Everything I have worked for is staked in Hex.
Good.
I put it all in.
All what?
All over house money.
No, I don't think that it's a scam. Because I trust Richard Hart.
Diff, ultimately, this is all a big performance art project. People are gonna get fucked.
So that
You're
means
lucky it works at
I
all.
should trust you.
Listen, I think you should trust me, but if you get into the habit of trusting people like me, you'll get the crap scammed out of you.